Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, new string by Babolat, new Overgrip by Babolat. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so Babolat came out with this string called XALT. Not a poly, a multi. In a world where everybody's coming out with soft polys or some kind of poly, Babolat comes out with a multi-filament. Let's take a look at this here. As you can see by the cross section, there's a lot of multi-filaments. You see one wrap, another wrap, and then the outside smooth wrap. So what they're saying is the string is extremely comfortable, which means it's going to be soft and probably very arm friendly. It's going to be firm enough where it's going to give you control, but maybe compromise a little bit of power because of the comfort and the control. That's what this is saying. So this is a 16 gauge. 48 pounds to 66 pounds is the recommended for the best performance of the string. So 130, 16 gauge. I know, guys, it looks like a matchbook, but it's the Babolat Pro Tour 2.0. The best feel is right here. So this is the promo pack, guys. It is not matchbooks. It's not a book of matches. It's an overgrip. And this is supposedly the new version of what Rafa uses. All right, I've taken two out already. I've actually taken Coach Rob's racket and put the strings on already for him, and put the grip on for him too. Should I try to trick him again today? I did the same to mine, okay? So we're gonna go see Coach Rob now and see what he thinks. All right, so we just got off the court. Babolat XALT multi-filament 16 gauge. I strung yours at 46 pounds.
Thank you.
I strung mine at 52 pounds. I also put the new Pro Tour 2.0 Overgrip on it. I strung it at 46 pounds because I knew that you're going to probably teach with it. When you hit, you probably want a good amount of feel.
Right, we like feel.
And then you want a little bit of sling action.
Right.
You are normally on a multi and a poly, and I know that the last time...
Or if I was playing, I'd probably skip the poly because my arm will fall off.
Oh, got it.
I would probably go full...
Oh, so you would go full multi?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I was playing, I had to hit the ball hard because I've been hitting the ball hard lately, and the poly's killing my arm. So.
Oh, good. So this is perfect timing.
Yes. Thank you. My arm thanks you.
So 46 pounds. Tell them what you think.
It felt good with the sweet spot. It felt like it was pretty big. Lots of sling to it. Plow was nice. Off-center hits, I had a couple, and they did not feel too good.
Okay.
Which is to be expected if you're going to miss-hit it. It should not feel good. The overgrip, I like the Pro Overgrip if I was going to have to use one made by Wilson. But it did feel, similar. It felt a little drier. I don't know if it was, just the way they're making it, the way it is, the way my fingers sat. I don't know if just the way, they're smaller. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a little thinner.
A little thinner in there.
That's why thinner this way, like the width.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
of this way.
Correct.
The thickness of it this way, not this way.
Not yes. We're on the same page.
Right.
Speaking a different language. Yeah.
So
we know what each other means.
Exactly.
Meant.
So hopefully you guys know what we mean.
Right.
So the string, they're saying that it's very, very comfortable.
Okay.
Did you feel that?
Especially on the sweet spot hits.
Okay. Well, we need to hit the sweet spot, and you normally do.
Normally, yes. That is the goal.
And then they're saying that it has good control.
Okay.
Okay. And would you agree?
You know, control, when they say that, I always kind of look at control like I'm going to control where the ball goes with my swing. You know, how much the string is going to help me control it. You know, if it's a stiffer string, maybe.
I think that's what they're talking about, because when they say comfort to me, that means on impact it absorbs.
Right.
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 And then when they say control, it absorbs to a certain degree and then firms up.
Okay.
So my guess is the multi-filaments is what's giving you the comfort, and then the wraps on that's holding it together.
Right.
It's what's giving you the control. So it's the firmness from the outer layers.
Right.
And then power is what they're giving up to give you the first two.
Right.
But not horrible, not horribly less power, but just kind of
3
medium
bars on the power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think this would unravel like an NXT or like gut?
I think from the way
we'll find
I
out.
strung
Let's play with it and
that
find out.
That it may not.
Okay.
Just from feeling it and just from me stringing
I wasn't sure if the coating.
It feels like a firm coating.
Yeah.
And it's not as soft as like a stringing it as an XL, and it definitely wasn't as, like, how do you say, like, malleable as an addiction. It's definitely not like an NXT either, because it actually strung real easily. It was the coating made it smooth. It was firm enough where I could pull it without, kinking it. I didn't kink it once on both of these. So
Well, you wouldn't kink it anyhow.
You don't believe it sometimes, but I blame the string, not me, though. Some strings just kink.
That's why you have to be very twisty to keep that from happening.
We're not going to talk about those strings right now.
Okay, back to this one.
So, yeah, super easy to string. Like, I've sped through it in 12 minutes probably on both of them. And it's like super smooth, as you can see. Look, it slides easily.
Right.
And the grip is very neutral, is what I could say. It's not like when you squeeze it, it's not overly tacky. It's slightly on the drier side. I like it neutral.
If you had drier hands, would you?
Well, so here's.
Or if you had sweatier hands, would you?
Here's the weird
drier?
thing. When I actually started sweating on it, it got tackier.
Okay.
So I think that was the same thing with the older version. But I think this felt a little more durable to me, because I haven't put a hole in it yet. Because usually this part of my finger usually puts a hole in it. Like I dig right in, and I haven't done that yet. I haven't marked it yet. So let me just quickly show you guys. So I like the grip. The grip is great. So what Coach Rob and I are talking about is, we're not talking about the thickness being this way. We're talking about it this way. So if you're used to a Babolat Overgrip, you know what we're talking about. It's thinner this way. It's thinner this way. And we're not talking about the thickness of it that way. Okay. So it alters the way you wrap it, and changes the spacing here for us. If you're used to other brands, you know that they're just a little thicker. And so these are a little closer together that way. All right, so Coach Rob, overall performance of the string and the grip?
The string was fine, The grip, I would switch back to that other company, yes. And I would, what would the Wilson line be of this? Would it be like a Sensation, or would it be like Control, NXT Control, or NXT Power?
NXT Control is half-half. It's like NXT Power. If I had to, because the coating on it.
That's kind of what I wasn't
me.
sure. I'm like, okay, thinking it through all the lines.
Yeah.
What would it be?
I think it's NXT Power if we're going to compare this. But good string. I mean, I haven't played with a full bed on multi in probably 4 or 5 years.
I'm sorry. Sorry, arm.
And but I mean, comfortable, super comfortable. I knew, you know, the thing is, I knew what I was getting into when I put this on. Therefore, I strung it a little looser because I know it's going to hold tension a little longer. So, yeah, comfortable.
How did you feel on your off-center hits?
I usually hit it off center though.
Oh, okay. So,
so there's no.
Okay, how did it feel on all your hits? No.
It felt good, actually. I mean, I didn't get the same feedback as a full bed of poly.
Right.
It was definitely quieter. Definitely quieter. I mean, I don't use a dampener, as you know. And so I didn't hear that ringing noise. So it was quiet. It was dampened. It was a multi. And then the grip, it's tackier now that I sweat on it a little bit. So it
maybe
feels
it'll break
good.
in.
Yeah. Maybe I'll tear. This doesn't look like it'll tear actually as fast because I haven't put a groove in it yet. But yeah, good string overall. I think if you guys are into multis, definitely check that out. It's a Babolat XALT, and then the new 2.0 grip seems to be more durable. All right, Coach Rob, thank you so much for this test.
Sure.
Of the Babolat XALT with the Pro Tour 2.0 with me.
And at Wilson Pro Staff 97.
We always got to talk about Wilson and Coach Rob. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Hey, Coach Chris.
Hey.
You string tennis rackets?
That's right.
We'll make a little extra cash.
Sure.
You know, with Direct Tennis, you can be the official stringer of your own neighborhood. You can set the distance, you can set the meeting place, and you can set the timing.
So I can string on a street corner?
You can set your own place. It's all at Direct Tennis, where they put players with stringers and stringers with players. Check them out at directtennis.online. Link is below.